This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Oh no, little kids got naked and had lots of sex.
Magi
Oh,
watching the Grunion, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode 27. My name is Adam. With me today we have Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good.
And of course we have Ryan. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
What movie did we have you watch this week, Ryan?
Swing Vote.
Swing Vote. This is the 2008 film. We picked this in honor of The Campaign with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis coming out this Friday. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis for Swing Vote. According to IMDb, in a remarkable turn of events, the result of the presidential election comes down to one man's vote. That man, Kevin Costner. This film is directed by Joshua Michael Stern, who is actually directing the new Jobs movie, the new Steve Jobs movie that's with Ashton Kutcher, not the Aaron Sorkin one. The film also stars Madeline Carroll, Paula Patton, Kelsey Grammer, Dennis Hopper, Nathan Lane, Stanley Tucci, George Lopez, Judge Reinhold.
Yes.
Willie Nelson is in it.
Yes.
And I don't know, I might be for Richard Petty is in it apparently. So
Mark Moses is in it as well.
kind of an eclectic cast there.
Floyd Redcrow Westerman,
Floyd.
which you might not know. Well, he's a really good Native American musician. I didn't know that he did movies.
Was he playing himself?
No, he was playing Chief Running Bear.
Oh God.
Who the is that?
You tell us, you saw the movie.
I don't remember. I watched it twice, and I don't remember any character named Chief Running Bear.
Well, we do have a trailer here, so let's give this a listen before you get your thoughts. This is Swing Vote.
What kind of kid would rather sit in a crummy classroom than be out here?
What kind of father goes fishing when he should be looking for a new job?
Fine.
Fine. And don't forget today.
What's today?
Election day, dummy.
Well, I'm not even registered.
I registered for you in the mail.
Well, that's great. I could get jury duty now.
Boom, 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 boom.
Mr. Johnson, your vote didn't count. You're entitled to recast your ballot in a timely manner.
How about if I just whisper it to you then? Right here, we get over with right now, and you can listen to it. Those men last night? Let's not tell anybody about that.
Got it.
A single irregular ballot is holding up a final decision for the American presidency.
So many.
One American citizen will effectively choose the next president of the United States.
This is OJ Big. Bigger.
All we have to do is win over one American mind.
I want to know what he reads, what television shows he watches.
Welcome to the party, bud.
People really like you, bud. I feel like you're one of them.
I don't really feel comfortable with this.
Oh, great. He's got the Secret Service running fly patterns.
What's he gonna do next? Invite the cabinet over for a kegger?
I read about you in the paper. They said you'd do
Okay.
anything to win.
Ryan, what'd you think of this one?
Well, when I saw Judge Reinhold's name, I got a little excited. Then when
Yeah, you
I
did.
actually saw him in the movie, I got a little not excited. Or a lot not excited.
A lot not excited.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that sums it up.
Oh my God. So what? Okay, judging from the trailer. Now I didn't see this movie. Kevin, did you see this movie?
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't.
So judging from the trailer, it seems like due to some sort of problem with the voting machine, his vote doesn't count. Is that correct?
Well, sort of, yes, but it's because his little daughter tries to vote for him, and in the middle of voting, the electric goes off, and it resets ballot machine, so it screws it up. So they try to get him to rebid, assuming he bidded the first.
And
So it starts off with potential voter fraud.
Yeah.
yes.
Gotcha.
And they actually talk about that because they talk about the fact that child services could come get her. And Kevin Costner at one point in the beginning says, and I quote, "This is, I only have one felony left before they take me from you." What the hell does that mean?
Apparently he's committed felonies in the past, but they let her be with him.
I feel like one felony and a kid's gone. I mean, I'm not like a lawyer, but it's, I would get I feel like that.
Well, I think it would probably depend on what the felony was. If he's molesting little kids, they probably wouldn't let her be with him.
I would hope not.
Wow. Sounds like Swing Vote is pretty dark.
So we got an ex-felon here that is involved in some voter fraud with his young daughter.
We'll call him an alleged ex-felon.
Well, I don't know if it's alleged. If he's saying, if he says, I only have one felony left, that implies that he committed felonies in the past.
Yes, that is true.
He is a felon. All right, so now that we've established that he's a felon.
Fantastic. I'm really glad we got that cleared up.
His job is to work at an egg factory, like, sorting through eggs. In an egg garden. And he works with Judge Reinhold.
Sounds like a dream job to work with Judge Reinhold at an egg factory.
This, I have to say, so far you have me sold on this movie, and I can't wait to watch it. It sounds amazing. And I just hope it keeps it up.
Kevin Costner and Judge Reinhold also invent the word insourcing. Where they take Hispanic people and bring them over the border and give them jobs here instead of sending the jobs away.
Did they say they invented it? Because I'm pretty sure that there is already a term called insourcing.
Oh, I try. Okay.
Well, it's from this movie.
Oh, maybe that is it.
More than likely. I mean, if Judge Reinhold had something to do with it, then it came from this. If it was any other actor, then I would say, that existed beforehand. But it's Judge Reinhold, so he invented it.
That's kind of what I think, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold. The only thing I think of when I hear Judge Reinhold, it's not like Beverly Hills Cop or anything like that. It's Clerks the Animated Series when he's the actual judge. That's the only thing I can think of.
Judge Reinhold is the best.
So, okay. There was some voter fraud committed. He needed to recast his vote. And I take it that the premise is that both presidential candidates are trying to sway him to vote one way or the other.
They find out which... They say it's illegal to find out the person's name, but another newscaster breaks his name anyway. So I don't really understand how it's illegal for some people, but not for other people.
Well, did they? I'm assuming that they try to do things for him to win him. That's illegal. That has to be illegal. Right? I mean, that's essentially like buying a vote, right?
That's fraud.
You can't bribe voters.
Plus, I mean, how much time do they have to court him for his vote? I would think in real life that it would just be like, dude, you got to vote by tomorrow.
That is
getting
something
going.
else entirely.
They just put the entire U.S. nation on hold to
yeah,
win this guy over.
Yes. And they tell him that by Constitution, he has 10 days to recast his vote. But in that 10 days, this movie is all but 2 hours long.
Wow.
So in those 10 days, there's like a lot of shit that gets done. A whole lot.
You mean as far as like bribes?
Yeah, like a whole bunch of different scenes and that, and scenes where I'm not really sure how old his daughter is because I don't believe they said. But she picks him up at a bar when he's drunk and drives her home, or drives him home. There's a boy in her class that at one point they go from this place in New Mexico to, I believe, Tucson, Arizona, where the mom lives. And like a 12-year-old kid steals dad's car and drives her there. He might be less than 12. All I know is there's a lot of underage driving. And I feel like that's nuts.
There are so many laws being broken in this movie.
I bet they do it in a real playful way. Like, oh, Dad, you're so silly, and he's acting like a goofball. You're drunk again. Or do they take it like? Do they play it straight? Like, do they play it straight and make it like a serious drama during those scenes?
Well, Kevin Costner runs out of the bar to go place a vote. Cracks his face on a voting hanging wooden sign, and his daughter walks from wherever the polling place is to this bar and finds him passed out in his truck, takes his keys, drives him home, and the scene ends with Kevin Costner saying, "I hit my head and it really hurts." And that's it.
Well, let's talk about the fact that, and now I'm no expert in the mechanics of voting, but I'm pretty sure that this would never happen ever.
No.
Because the people, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm a total idiot when it comes to how voting works.
Oh, you mean I gotta do a whole bunch of voting research?
Yeah, there's like a popular. There's like a popular vote, right? And that's what people vote in, and then there's like the electoral votes, right? And that's kind of where
The popular, from what I understand, the popular vote gets the electoral votes for that.
Right. Yeah. I think that's how it is.
And
so when you vote, it breaks it down into separate sections.
Well,
and there's so many delegates from each state that cast a vote. So it would never come down to just one.
Well, they play it kind of sneaky. They say that Kevin Costner's vote basically will sway the electoral vote one way or another, which will in turn win the presidency for one or the other people. Because they both need like 3 or 4 electoral votes to secure the presidency.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that. I'll buy it. And I guess it's to note that Kelsey Grammer and Dennis Hopper are the 2 candidates.
Yeah.
Right? Which one's the Republican and which one's the Democrat?
Kelsey Grammer's the Republican that's currently in the White House, and Dennis Hopper is the Democrat.
And how are they in the film?
Kelsey Grammer's kind of a douchebag. But they both find out towards the end they have like self epiphanies, and they find out that what they're doing is really bad, and they kind of become themselves at the end of the movie.
So it's complete
inspiration,
complete fantasy.
Yep.
That would never happen in real life.
No, dude, it's real. It happened. Like,
we're gonna get into a spoiler here because I have to know who wins. But first, I want to say, is this is the type of movie that I could see neither of them winning and Kevin Costner becoming the president.
Right. So, another huge problem that I had with this movie is I sat there twice, 2 hours each time, and the movie ends before he picks either one of them. So you never.
Oh, so you don't even know who wins.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that the movie probably ends with them seeing the error of their ways, and then enlisting Kevin Costner to come up with an entire brand new government for the United States of America.
I smell a sequel.
Swing vote 2.
The beginning.
Or it'll just it's called Swing Vote Redemption.
It ends with Kevin Costner going into the polling booth and looking back at his daughter and smiling.
Aww.
I feel like that's in a lot of movies I'm okay with those kind of ambiguous endings, but in a movie like this, when the entire movie is based on him making this decision, I feel like it's a complete cop-out to not have him go through with that or tell us what it was. And I understand, like, oh, it's not about that. It's not about him making the decision. It's about the journey. Like, I can see what they're going with there, but come on, it's bullshit.
Not to mention the fact that, like I said, I watched this, and I wasted 4 hours of my time, and I have no idea who the wins. And the whole movie drew me in to see it.
Did you, like, the second time we were watching it, did you think that it would change and maybe they would tell you? Did you watch it with commentary?
I watch it. Live updates on my experience.
Let's just say that Dennis Hopper won.
Dennis Hopper's the winner?
That's what I'm announcing.
But I would like,
now.
I wish that it ended with him voting for the Green Party candidate.
Ralph Nader wins.
Well, is at the beginning of the movie, Kevin Costner's really dumb. Like, he has no idea. He doesn't give it. He's very complacent. He's fine with what's going on around him, and he doesn't try to better himself or better anyone else or do anything.
Well, no, because I mean he's a felon that gets drunk all the time and forces his young daughter to drive him around while he's drunk.
And
sounds like a terrible person, actually.
His daughter tells him that he's an independent enterprise, whatever that.
Do you think that it's possible that Kevin Costner, the character that Kevin Costner plays, that Bud is a representation of the American public?
I didn't want to say it because I don't want to sound like an asshole, but yes, I think that's where they're going.
You are officially an asshole. You just called all of America Kevin Costner from Swing Vote.
At least it wasn't Kevin Costner from The Postman.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And like
Waterworld.
one of the other huge problems I had like you said, they go on this journey and they better themselves or whatever. So they go back home, and it's him, his daughter, local news reporter, and a Secret Service person that's like staying with them until all this goes down. And in one night, they have the little girl has a bedroom, and she has letters from people all across America in her room that fill up the entire room. Like, they're literally mail sacks everywhere. So one night they reread like however many of these letters, and in 10 days, all these letters magically go through the post office and make it damn on time.
Nice. Hey, Ryan, never doubt the United States Postal Service.
Damn right, buddy.
I doubt the shit out of them.
Oh my. Swing vote. All right. Do you have anything else to add before we give you your drum roll?
Feel good movie, but I fucking hated it.
Wait a minute.
So it didn't make you feel good.
No. That they used the little girl, I'm pretty sure, to make.
But you weren't having it. You're like, nope. Shut your mouth. This movie's terrible. Awful.
Correct.
That's great.
You're a national treasure.
You should be in swing vote,
Yeah, you
too.
should.
Fuck you, Kevin Costner.
I thought you were going to say me for a second. Come on, I called you a national treasure. That's high praise.
This is the director, Joshua Michael Stern. We need to email him. Tell him to be in swing vote, too. And, you know, the other funny thing, they talk about the 2000 election and how Dade County pretty much settled that vote. And I guess this is supposed to be similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit of a different situation, but yeah, I can see it. All right, well, let's give you your drum roll, Ryan. What do you give swing vote? All right. Do you want to try it again?
Didn't you hear me?
No, did you hear
No,
me?
I didn't.
Kidding?
I didn't hear you say anything.
It's fine. Okay.
Let's try it again. Ryan, what do you give swing vote?
4.
There it is.
4 out of 10 for swing vote. There we go.
It's pretty hard for Ryan watches a movie.
Yeah, it is. Just so everybody knows, this got a 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I believe the Metacritic score was a 47 out of 100. Generally, not very well liked, but according to Ryan, it's a feel good movie that he f***ing hates.
That's the only reason I gave it a 5. Secretly, I want that little girl to do better in her life.
Well, I think that does it. Ryan, did you have any final thoughts?
Nope.
Nope. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net, and we want to hear your feedback. Send us an email at feedback@filmpulse.net, or give us a call on our voicemail line at 850-391-6071. Also, please take a minute to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that greatly. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
And I am Kevin.
And I'm Ryan.
And we will see you on Monday when we review the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, everyone.